I'm with Mr. Bruce Bowen, the president of Scotiabank, Jamaica, and today we're going to be talking about your latest productive growth fund endeavor. Now, Mr. Bowen, why have you introduced this fund at this time? What's the rationale behind that?
Well, we've done a number of these funds over the years, and the one in 2009 was just leading up to the IMF agreement. We saw rates moving up in the marketplace, and it was an attempt to ensure that businesses could still get through that period. I firmly believe we have a window of opportunity in 2011 to start seeing the economy turn around. 2010 was a year of stabilization, which was the intent of the IMF agreement. It was never intended to stimulate the economy but settle things down. And we've achieved great progress. We've got the currency calmed down. We have interest rates in the marketplace starting to reduce. And we now have to take that and see the economy growing. Otherwise, all of the pain of the last 2 or 3 years won't have been worth it. So in order to make that happen, people need confidence. And there's been a lot of talk about how do we ensure that the productive sector feels confident enough to invest in their businesses. And part of that is having access to credit. And so as we've done many times, we've said, let's put a fund available with rates. Let's take away the concern that interest rate is part of what is holding back people's investments and put some money out there, because it's important for the country, but it's important for us as well. The financial sector is only as successful as the economy is.
As your clients grow, you grow too.
Absolutely. When you've got a significant market share in the financial services, it's hard to do better than the economy you're in.
Who exactly are you targeting with this productive growth fund?
Well, we're targeting productive sector investment in small and medium-sized companies. But to your point, what we define as small and medium may be different. We're saying it's a maximum loan size of $20 million. So to many people that moves well beyond small business, but it's for the entrepreneurial company that sees an opportunity to grow, to either grow employment, to increase exports, reduce imports, something that's going to have a positive impact on the economy. And wide variety of sectors of the economy. There's very few restrictions there, but it's really people that are going to be creating employment, increasing exports, reducing import substitution, so that it will help grow the economy.
And these the businesses you are targeting are in tourism, agriculture, services.
Absolutely. It's when we look at the last fund, and as you said, it was oversubscribed and it was designed almost exactly the same. It was a $500 million fund as well. In the end, we approved and advanced loans over $700 million, and that was most heavily, the heaviest sector was manufacturing, but it was, as you said, split between tourism, mining, professional services, tourism related. I mean, a wide range of sectors that were impacted, and this likewise is available to those same sectors. I don't think there's any one sector that is going to lead the economy. I think it's got to be targeted widely. So we're trying to make it available as widely as possible, so that those people that are those companies and entrepreneurs that are helping grow the economy have access to attractive rate financing.
So an entrepreneur who has a web-based activity, for example, with earning hard currency, would be a good client.
Sure. I mean, there's no restriction to, there's no one formula to be growing a business or to be helping grow the economy. I mean, we try to be as flexible as we can when it comes to, from a credit perspective. I we're never gonna satisfy everyone, and that's a reality of our business. I always say we need to be right 98% of the time, or we don't succeed as an organization. So there's always some differences of opinion, but we have some great companies that we've been able to finance with some very innovative financing, and we'll be looking for every opportunity to do that. We've also carved out $50 million for what we call a startup fund, which is specifically for those companies with less than 2 years track record, to help them, and they are specifically going to have a more flexible credit process because they typically don't have the history of financial information that's available for those true small and micro companies.
Now, your interest rates, you have shaved 100 basis points of the prime lending rate.
Right.
What are the primary motivational reason for shaving so much off the interest rates at this time?
Again, we're trying to balance a lot of different interests, and that's the nature of our business. It's not unique. Trying to balance the interests of the shareholder who's looking for a return. We're trying to balance the interest with that of the customers who obviously benefit the greater access to credit. We're trying to balance doing the right thing for the economy because of how tied we are to that. I've often said and challenged my competitors that we have traditionally, in the last 2-3 years, have had the lowest prime rate in the country. Every once in a while we get some of the smaller players will match us, but we have not had people lower than us, and our major competitors have a higher prime rate. On the other hand, someone has to lead, and we do feel it's part of our legacy that over the 120 years we have consistently tried to do the right thing for our customers, do the right thing for the marketplace, do the right thing for our shareholders, and part of that is taking a leadership role in a variety of things. It's a leadership role that we've played in bringing rates down, often in innovating in new products, and so we think it's important at this time to continue that trend of seeing lower rates in the marketplace. We've also lowered our special small business rate. That's a special program, a fixed rate loan program for small business customers that for term loans. So that's people who maybe have gone beyond the minimum or the maximum amount under the productive sector loan fund, or don't for some other reason qualify it, that rate has been reduced by 100 basis points as well. So we feel this is a great opportunity for Jamaica to take advantage of the gains over the last year and grow. And so that's why we've, in many areas, reduction in prime rate, reduction in small business rate, reduction in our Scotia Professional Plan that focuses on professional rate, reductions in introduction of a special mortgage program, and so lower mortgage rates. We're trying to get a lot of rates that are lower than have been available in the last dozens of years out there, so that in many sectors of the economy, the consumer sector and the business sector, people can feel confident to go out and invest in their businesses, invest in furthering themselves personally. We're trying to stimulate demand.
Thank you, Bruce Bowen, President of the Scotiabank Group.